Hello everyone, welcome to Scoreboard Gaming. In today's video, we're gonna look 4 games published by Sony who might go off your radar. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, hit the notification button. So let's go straight to the video. Tokyo Jungle for the PS3. Tokyo Jungle is a unique and quirky action-adventure game developed by Crispies and published by Sony. Originally released for the PlayStation 3 in 2012, the game offers a distinctive premise and gameplay that sets it apart from traditional titles. In the game, players find themselves in a post-apocalyptic version of Tokyo where humans have disappeared, and animals now roam the city. The game features a survival-based gameplay style where players take control of various animals, ranging from domesticated pets to wild creatures like lions, tigers, and dinosaurs. Players must navigate the urban landscape, scavenge for food and water, and avoid or confront other animals to survive. Each animal has its stats, strengths, and weaknesses, adding a strategic element to the gameplay. As you progress, you can unlock new animals to play as and uncover the mysteries behind the disappearance of humanity. The game also includes a unique scoring system based on territorial control and reproduction. Players mark territories by urinating on objects and mate with other animals to create offspring, passing down their genetics and attributes to the next generation. Tokyo Jungle features a charming and stylized art style that complements the game's quirky premise. While the graphics are not cutting-edge by modern standards, the visuals remain visually appealing and effectively convey the post-apocalyptic atmosphere of the game world. The various animal designs are well-crafted, and the cityscape of Tokyo provides a visually engaging backdrop for the animal survival adventure. The game received generally positive reviews from players and critics alike. Its fresh and innovative gameplay concept, along with its charming art style and sense of humor, were well received. The game's unique setting and survival mechanics appealed to gamers seeking something different from the standard gaming fare. In conclusion, Tokyo Jungle offers a distinctive and engaging experience on the PlayStation 3. With its animal survival premise, quirky gameplay mechanics, and charming art style, the game provides a fun and entertaining adventure for players looking for a refreshing and offbeat gaming experience. Medieval for the PS1. Medieval is an action-adventure game developed by SCE Cambridge Studio, now known as Guerrilla Cambridge, and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. It was originally released for the PlayStation 1 in 1998. The game has since become a beloved classic for its unique setting, quirky humor, and challenging gameplay. The player takes on the role of Sir Daniel Fortesque, a skeletal knight who rises from the grave to defeat the evil sorcerer Zarek and his army of undead creatures. The game is set in the medieval fantasy kingdom of Gallowmere, which is under threat from Zarek's dark magic. The gameplay involves exploring various levels, solving puzzles, and engaging in combat with a wide array of enemies. Sir Daniel has access to various weapons, including swords, clubs, crossbows, and magical items, each with its strengths and weaknesses. Players must use strategy and timing to defeat enemies and bosses. The game also features platforming elements, requiring players to navigate tricky terrain, jump over gaps, and avoid hazards. Along the way, players can find collectibles and hidden secrets, adding to the game's replayability. For its time, the graphics were impressive. The game features 3D graphics and environments, which, although relatively simple compared to modern standards, effectively portray the spooky and whimsical atmosphere of the game world. Character design is a standout feature, with Sir Daniel's charmingly animated skeletal appearance and the creatively designed enemies adding to the game's appeal. The story of Medieval is filled with dark humor and whimsy. Players follow Sir Daniel Fortesque's quest to vanquish the evil sorcerer Zarek and redeem his reputation as a heroic knight. The game's narrative unfolds through cutscenes, dialogue, and interactions with other characters, offering a lighthearted and entertaining adventure. The game's storytelling elements complement the quirky and fun gameplay, making it an engaging experience for players of all ages. In conclusion, Medieval is an action-adventure game that offers a delightful mix of humor, challenging gameplay, and charming visuals. Its legacy as a beloved classic demonstrates its enduring appeal, making it a must-play for fans of classic PlayStation titles and those seeking an entertaining and quirky gaming experience. Freedom Wars for the PS Vita. Freedom Wars is an action RPG developed by SCE Japan Studio and Shift and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation Vita. It was released in 2014 and quickly became one of the standout titles for the handheld console. The game offers a unique blend of action, strategy, and cooperative multiplayer gameplay. In the game, players find themselves in a dystopian future where society is controlled by massive city-states known as panopticons. Players take on the role of a sinner, individuals who are burdened with a million-year sentence due to their thorn count, a measure of sin and crime. The objective is to fight for your panopticon, complete missions, and reduce your sentence. The gameplay features fast-paced combat, where players use a variety of melee and ranged weapons to take down giant mechanical enemies known as abductors. Players can also use a grappling hook called a thorn to move around the battlefield quickly and execute devastating attacks. Cooperative multiplayer is a key component of Freedom Wars. Players can team up with others to take on challenging missions and work together to defeat powerful abductors. Communication and coordination are vital to succeed in these multiplayer battles. For a handheld console, Freedom Wars boasts impressive graphics. The game features detailed character designs, diverse environments, and impressive visuals during combat sequences. The game's art style and character designs also contribute to its futuristic and dystopian atmosphere. The game's narrative focuses on themes of oppression, freedom, and sacrifice in a dystopian society. As a sinner, players must navigate the complexities of the panopticon system, interact with various characters, and uncover the truth behind their world. The story is delivered through a mix of in-game dialogue, cutscenes, and character interactions. The character development and world-building add depth to the game's narrative, creating an engaging and immersive experience. Freedom Wars received positive reviews from both critics and players. The game was praised for its exciting combat, deep customization options, and engaging cooperative multiplayer gameplay. The story and world-building were also commended for their thought-provoking themes and well-developed lore. Overall, the game is considered one of the best action RPGs for the PlayStation Vita, and it remains a beloved title among fans of the handheld console. In conclusion, Freedom Wars offers a compelling action RPG experience on the PlayStation Vita. Its fast-paced combat, cooperative multiplayer, and thought-provoking narrative make it a standout title for the handheld console. If you're a fan of action RPGs and enjoy cooperative gameplay, Freedom Wars is definitely worth checking out. Siphon Filter, for the PS1. Siphon Filter is a third-person action-adventure game developed by Eidetic and published by 989 Studios, later SCE Bend Studio, for the PlayStation 1. Originally released in 1999, the game quickly became a popular and acclaimed title for the console. The player take on the role of Gabe Logan, an elite secret agent working for the International Presidential Consulting Agency, IPCA. As Gabe, players embark on a series of dangerous missions to stop a deadly virus known as the Siphon Filter from falling into the wrong hands. The gameplay features a mix of stealth, shooting, and puzzle-solving elements. Players must use stealth to sneak past enemies and complete objectives quietly, but can engage in intense gunfights when necessary. Gabe has access to a variety of weapons and gadgets to aid in his missions, such as silenced pistols, assault rifles, and night vision goggles. The game also introduced a unique weapon called the Taser, which allowed players to incapacitate enemies non-lethally. The Taser became a signature feature of the Siphon Filter series. For its time, Siphon Filter boasted impressive graphics, particularly in terms of character models and animations. The game featured detailed character designs and realistic animations, adding to the immersive and cinematic feel of the gameplay. The environments, while not as detailed as modern games, were well designed and varied, ranging from industrial facilities to urban areas and jungle landscapes. The story of Siphon Filter revolves around Gabe Logan's efforts to stop terrorists from using the deadly Siphon Filter virus as a biological weapon. As players progress through the game's missions, they uncover a web of conspiracy and intrigue that keeps them engaged in the narrative. The game's storyline is delivered through in-game dialogue, cutscenes, and mission briefings, creating an engaging and action-packed experience. The game was well received by both critics and players upon its release. Its compelling story, engaging gameplay, and memorable characters contributed to its success and made it a standout title for the PlayStation 1. In conclusion, Siphon Filter for the PlayStation 1 is a classic action-adventure game that offers a compelling mix of stealth, shooting, and puzzle-solving gameplay. With its impressive graphics, engaging storyline, and memorable protagonists, the game remains a beloved title among fans of the genre. If you enjoy action games with a touch of stealth and intrigue, Siphon Filter is definitely worth revisiting or exploring for the first time. And that's it. Thank you so much to watch the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.